Whenever I wake up, that woman is always pressing down on me. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? Even though I'm conscious, I can't move. It feels like being trapped in my own body. Eventually, I began to have constant hallucinations. One night, I saw another version of myself at head of bed. These terrifying apparitions made me live in fear every night. Although I saw a doctor, it didn't help. That night, I fell asleep on the couch. In the middle of the night, I heard a rocking chair creak as an elderly woman swayed, a phenomenon recurring every night. But I was convinced it was all my imagination, because whenever I escaped from the state of sleep paralysis, the elderly lady would disappear. Until one night, I realized things were not that simple. My friend Xiao Kun came to visit me. Because he had drunk too much, he ended up sleeping directly in my room around 3 in the morning. I heard heavy breathing. When I opened my eyes, I saw a terrifying face looming before me. She stared at me with wide eyes, her disheveled hair almost covering my face. That's right. This was the elderly woman rocking in the chair. I wanted to scream but couldn't make a sound. I told myself not to be afraid. It was all just my hallucination. However, the old lady suddenly started speaking. Do you sincerely believe without any doubt that I am not a real person? I was stunned and couldn't catch my breath. Then she grinned wickedly, stood up, walked over to Xiao Kun, and then stood in front of him in the same manner. Then, lying down with drool, she opened her mouth wider and wider, swallowing Xiao Kun's head in one bite. It really looked like a python devouring its prey. I couldn't describe how terrifying that scene was. I truly wanted to break free and pull Xiao Kun out of her mouth, but my body was completely unmanageable. I could only lie there like I had been paralyzed. Suddenly my alarm went off. I screamed and jumped up. Xiao Kun was startled awake by my noise, and the old lady was gone at that moment. What the hell, bro? What happened? That woman, she was... Before finishing speaking, I was tricked into passing out. When I woke in the hospital, I didn't tell Xiao Kun what I saw that night, believing it was my hallucination. Later, I moved away. But before leaving, the landlord told me the story of that rocking chair. This place used to be a psychiatric hospital, and among them, one old lady was the most perverted. She had once tried to swallow a baby and was sent to the psychiatric hospital. People all thought she was possessed. Afterwards, she would sit on that chair every day, rocking back and forth all night long. Even more frightening, last week at a party, I met Xiao Kun, and there was a circle of residual marks on his forehead.